Hi all, welcome back. Today I'm going to perform a small lab on how to configure SAM rule in Checkpoint, and today I will discuss why SAM rule is very important. And if you see the packet flow of Checkpoint, so whenever there is I have a flow here. So whenever the packet is hit the interface at this interface, so first it will check the SAM database. SAM database is nothing but the SAM is nothing but this suspicious activity monitoring. So first it will check the anything any rule or any IP address mentioned in the this database. If it is a block, then the packet will not forward to the rest of the uh, packet will get drop here, and once after that it will check the anti-spoofing, and same way if there is anything mentioned in the packet will get drop here, and after anti-spoofing it will check the policy if they have mentioned any rule, if there is a source and destination and drop the packet, so then packet will get dropped in third step. Same thing if there is any destination NAT and route lookup, source NAT, VPN, and layer 7 inspections and a route. If the packet is not if the packet is not able to find anything, then the packet will get dropped here. Okay, so this is my small topology. In this, I will demonstrate how to configure the SAM rule in checkpoint monitoring. Okay, so I have all right. So I have a gateway and I have a SMS server, and this is my management PC, and this is a remote PC. For management PC, I have provided IP address as 192.168.1.10, and for SMS I have provided a 192.168.1.11, and to the gateways 192.168.1.20. Similarly, for remote PC, I have provided a IP address as 192.168.3.1. So right now I will show you that whatever the rule I have created here. So this is the rule I have created. This is a management rule and strength rule. In test rule, I have allowed the both management PC IP address and remote in bidirectional. So I have allowed the ICMP and telnet. So right now I'm able to connect. I know right now I have a connectivity of telnet and ICMP. Yeah. So using SAM rule, you can block any of the service or like if there is any packet is coming from one source to one destination, you can say you can block any port, or you can block entire port. So I will show you how to do that one. So I will try to ping as well. So what is the important of doing allowing the source and destination in SAM rule in the sense, suppose if you want to create one rule, like you need to allow that source and destination and allow the ports, and you need to verify the policy, and you need to push the policy to the gateway, and based on the uh, processing speed, the policy will push to the gateway. At least it will take a minimum of 6 to 7 minutes on an average. So using the SAM rule, you can block the IPs within a minute. So it will, if any come across any suspicious activity is going on from this source and destination, so you can immediately block the that source and destination without pushing the policy. So this is the advantage of SAM rule. So to push the to create the SAM rule, you need to go to the Smart V monitor. Okay, in the Smart V monitor, you can verify all the gateways, the status, and the disk space, and memory of the gateways and the management server. So to create a rule menu, options. In that, tools, suspicious activity rule. So in this one pop-up window will come. So in that you need to select a gateway, on which gateway you need to create a SAM rule. Once after that, it will add for, like, you need to click on add. So here source is, in my case I want to block a telnet service. So or else you can create a network also, which are all the network you want to create. So as of now I'm creating only the one single host. uh, okay, I want to block a telnet service from management PC to a remote PC. My management IP address is 192.168.1.10, 192.168.1.10, and my remote PC is 192.168.3.3.1. Okay, here you can block, like, services. You can select services from the list, or you want to customize the services. So I will go with TCP. Telnet port is 23. Click on OK, and you can block, like, can provide a time limit as well. Like, you can block permanently, or 1 week, day, hourly basis, 10 minutes. So based on the requirement or based on the priority, so you can select appropriately. And here in advanced tab, so we can find, like, an action, drop, reject, notify. So as of now I'm going with the drop option, and log as well. So track the log. So I want to generate a log as well. So click, and if you click on enforce, so the policy will take effect. So the rule will take effect. Enforce. Okay. So I will do a testing here. Simple test to do a telnet from my management PC to remote PC using telnet. Okay. The telnet is not working. I will try to ping. The ping is working, but telnet is not working. So this is how you can create a SAM rule. Okay, so you got a connection timed out error. So now what I will do is I will remove that SAM database rule. So again I will do a testing. So we'll see whether it will allow it or not. Go to tools, suspicious activity rule, show on gateway, select this gateway, and here you can see the source, destinations, and services. Action is drop, track the log. What I will remove that rule, and we can do our testing again. Okay, it got removed. So I will restart the session. Yes, I can able to see the window. Okay, so I think I have done with this session. So I hope this video has been informative for you, and I would like to say thank you for watching.